Anyway, so we've got Nathan back. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about who we think personally is going to be leaving Celtic in the summer, and what we think Celtic need to improve on. For example, going into the next season as well. And that'll be I'll do that. Right. So first of all, what players do you think is going to be leaving Celtic in the summer?
I know there was a rumour going about in the record about Ajer, Ntcham and Edouard's agents all looking to leave, but I would probably say the most definite, big name to go out the door would probably be Ntcham.
Edouard?
No, Ntcham.
Ntcham. Aye. It's a hard one to hang in. I can see Ajer going. I really don't want to see him go, but I can see him going. And it's purely just because of that Leicester connection with Brendan Rodgers. But Edouard has been linked to go to Everton, Arsenal, I think as well, and Newcastle now as well apparently for the whole takeover. And obviously he's going to be fought after. Do you know what I mean? He's had a great season. He's one of the most highly rated future kind of star players, and everyone is going to want him. But I don't think he will leave, but I don't think he'll leave this year. I think it will be after 10. I think the contract he'll kind of want to stay as well, I think, for this season. So
see, I think Ajer will I think Edouard will want to stay. I think Ajer will stay. I think Ajer does want to stay. I think it's just his agent that's wanting him away. I think
Ntcham
wants to go.
I think Ajer does want to stay, but I just think that if he was going to go anywhere, I think it will be Leicester. I don't think it will be AC Milan or anyone like that. I think going to Leicester will be a safe option for him because it's in the Premier League, top half team, top 6 team should I say now, top 7 team, and obviously under Brendan Rodgers you can trust. But well, kind of.
I wouldn't put Brendan Rodgers and trust in the same sentence if you're planning on getting a Celtic audience here.
I think this is just basically a wee prediction video to see who just so we can look back at it in a couple of months. So final judgments, right? This is just a quick wee talking feed. A couple of people did say that James Forrest they think will be away, but I can't see that at all.
Nah, he's 28, 29. If he was going to go, he would have went a few years ago. I can't see anybody taking him when he's closer to 30.
No.
And I can't see him going to a big team.
I think he'll be a lot player now, don't get me wrong. He could fit into an English Premiership team easily now. But it's just, I think that he's been with Celtic that long that he might as well finish it at Celtic. And plus, he might as well finish at 10. Do you know what I mean? Him and Scott Brown are the only 2 players still in the squad who've won all 9 in a row titles.
McGregor.
He wasn't there for the first title.
Still part of the squad, but it was
but it was just data. But no, right, so let's put our predictions in then, right? So mine is Ajer is going to be away for 25 million, I think it will be. Edouard will be away next season, the end of next season. He'll be here for the 10. And Ntcham, I think he'll be away as well. I think Ajer and Ntcham are going to be the 2 players that get sold. Now, I don't think it's going to affect us all massively at all because I think that the other teams in the league are going to be struggling more because of this situation. So it's nothing to worry about in that term. If we were to let go of 1 or 2 players, it's not exactly like we're going to need to improve as much. Mm-hmm. So we're safe, is what I'm thinking. It might not work out that way, but that's my prediction. So Edouard will still be here, but they 2 will be away. So what's your final predictions for
it? I'm hoping Ajer will stay. I think Ajer wants to make anything of himself in football. I would say he has to stay for 10. He has to.
21 or something still? 22, 21?
He's only 21, 22. He's still dead young. So I'm hoping he'll stay. I think Ntcham's gone. There's no 2 ways about it. Ntcham's gone. He's done quite well, keeping his head down and staying with the club, but I think he'll go back to France. I don't think he really wants to stay and play in Scotland. And I think a surprise add, there'll be a lot of Deadwood obviously leaving, like your Kouassis, I could even probably see that maybe Bio, that players that just haven't been in that. But
it was really just about the main ones, so like the ones that are going to I'm saying it wouldn't affect us too much because the other teams are going to be hurt by all this as well. But I just mean the one that we wouldn't want to see go is Edouard really at the top of my list.
Yeah. Well, I think a surprise one.
I'm not going to be gutted, but not as gutted if Edouard left. I'd love to see Edouard stay.
I think one of the surprise ones that will go, and this is probably a surprise pick for me, but I'd definitely say Ntcham's going, and probably my second one is a definite big one will be Rogic. And the reason
I've seen a couple of people talking about that. I put a post out and a couple of people said that they think Rogic will be away, but I don't know, but it could be. To be fair, he's been here for 5 years now or something.
I think Lennon was the first one to bring Rogic in away back in 2012-13. So it was like Lennon's last season. They brought Rogic in and they loaned him out, and he was never going to make it, obviously, under Lennon. But with Lennon looking, obviously there's the rumours that Robert's coming back, and Lennon seems to be looking in the market for like a sort of number 10/winger, and with El Yunusi possibly staying as a deal with Forster. I can just see Rogic being the first one in Lennon's hit list to go, let's move him. Because he likes Rogic. He doesn't like Rogic.
What I would take for all this is if we are going to sell Ajer or Ntcham, we need to do it in a way that we get enough money to then cover a sale for Forster, because I think Forster's more valuable than both of them.
Right.
Players. So,
but then again, we've got to replace Ajer.
Yeah.
We've got to replace Ajer with a half-decent centre back.
That's the thing we've been struggling for years. Ajer's the first proper one apart from Van Dijk. It's been a big standout. He is a bit of a scare sometimes, but that's because he's not a natural centre back. He's still trying to adapt into it.
The only good thing is El Hamid naturally is a centre back, and I do like El Hamid.
He's a Lustig, he can fill into centre back.
Because when we signed him, that was his natural position with his last team was centre back, and he's a solid player. And I can't see him getting his position back off of Frimpong, so I would probably say if Ajer went, his best chance of getting into that team would be at centre half.
And what about Forster? Do you think overall we'll be able to keep him? Or?
I think we will, because he's seen it at the end of his deal with Southampton pretty soon. He's going to get like 6 months or something after this summer or something like that.
Might be something like that. I think it is quite small.
So I think Southampton, there was talks of them planning again as a double deal. It was like 10 million or something for like Forster and El Yunusi, or 12 million for that. I'd take that.
I'll take that in a heartbeat.
So that's a great deal.
I hope he stays because he's vital as well. But like I said, Edouard is 100% the biggest out of them all that needs to stay. If Ntcham and Ajer go, I'm gutted. Ntcham not as much, but Ajer I'm really properly gutted with. Ntcham's a class player, but he's not as valuable as what the other two are. And Forster again is somebody else we'll need to keep, but that's pretty much it. So that's your predictions as well.
Yep.
Right guys, that's it. It's just really a quick talking one. So if you've enjoyed that, hit subscribe. Put your comments below who you think is going to be leaving Celtic in the summer, in the next couple of months, and who's going to be there for the next season when we chase for the 10 in a row. But that's our predictions, who we think is still going to be there, and who we think is valuable to still be there as well, who we shouldn't let go and who we don't miss as much. But that's pretty much it.